thanks for tuning in to another video by BHP. So guys, today we have a very special car that we're going to be talking about today, and are you ready? There you go. It's the Audi RS4 B7 2007, so it's one of the last in its kind. It's the V8 4.2 litre 400 bhp bad boy, as you can see behind us. Now today's video is basically going to highlight what this car is all about, if it's good, if it's bad, and just give you a bit of an overview as to how it is now becoming an investor's piece, and if you are thinking of buying one, why you should definitely buy one. Let's get going. So, in terms of looks, let's give you a bit of a walkthrough. Okay, this particular vehicle is in, you won't believe it, it's actually a silver, it's not a grey. So it's in an Audi silver. It's got some beautiful xenon headlights. You've got the original Audi RS4 grille sort of setup thing going on there. It's got the front and rear parking sensors. You've got the nice sort of bumper cutouts, as you'd say, just to give it a bit more of an aggressive front end look. It's very wide from a side angle. If you have a look at this, the arches are very well suited to the vehicle. On top of that, you've obviously got 19s. This one's sitting pretty wide. In terms of modifications, I will put in the description for the video what modifications are actually on this vehicle, because this vehicle has been modified. I don't know why the hell you keep one of these stock. It's obviously got the bigger brakes, as you can see. Some beautiful RS Gorilla pot brakes. Then if we come around the back, it's pretty standard, to be fair. You've not actually got the spoiler, but what I do like about this, it's got the little sort of groove that you'd say that comes straight off the boot lid. And this particular vehicle was originally from Redline Specialist Cars. You guys probably heard it. It is chaos. It is chaos. Dean at Redline Cars. On top of that, the exhaust end tips are standard. However, this particular RS4 has had the center section deleted to give it a lot more of a louder sound, as you will find out slightly later on within the video. I want to show you guys what it sounds like. Let's have a look at the inside. This is where it all begins. This is the money. It's got the flat bottom steering wheel, produced by Audi. It's amazing how this is a 2007 model. Excuse the dirt. It's got carbon running through the trims, which looks really nice. You've got the sat-nav screen. The owners actually put the next base bloody Bluetooth piece and all that crap. I don't know why you'd even do that. It's got a beautiful stop button, carbon surround with the manual gear stick, and then you have the absolutely legendary bucket seats. Check these bad boys out. These bucket seats are the killer. It's also got the sunroof, and then if we come around to the back, decent bit of space, but again you've got RS4 stitching in the seats, and these bucket seats look phenomenal from the back. I mean, come on, it really grasps your back. I myself have got quite a wide back, so I really find it awkward when you sit on these narrow seats. These seats just cater so perfectly. Then on top of that, it's got both sound system built in, which is spectacular, because when you've got a car like this, obviously all you want to listen to is the symphony of the engine. Don't think you'd want to see anything else. However, it's got some nice dials considering the age of the vehicle. You've got the beautiful Audi sports button, so you can hit that and it drops the vehicle into sports. That's for your tyre pressure settings. Then you've obviously got your plus and minus for your volume, and then it's just a gear stick. The steering wheel is just set so beautifully. This is a flat bottom from a long time ago, and it just looks amazing. Then you've got the manual gear sticks, feel very nice when holding. And then you've got the original Audi sat-nav system and the air conditioning controls. So yeah, let's give it a bit of a start up and show you guys actually what this vehicle sounds like. So guys, in terms of seats, as you can see, look, I'm sitting nice and back, and it's literally filled me up. The seats are absolutely beautiful. So my back's nicely contained. Let's get started in this vehicle, because I know you guys are probably waiting patiently to hear what it sounds like. Are you ready? 3, 2, oh my God. I do not care. There we go. We're ready. 3, 2, 1. What a beauty. That sounds absolutely phenomenal. I don't even know what to say about the sound. Bloody hell, this thing sounds ridiculous. What a car. Now, I don't even know what to say. With the vehicle being a 4-litre V8, the sound is orgasmic. That's the best way of putting it. To the ear, oh, I could just sit in this car, rev it all day long, drive it all day long, because it just sounds absolutely amazing. I'll show you guys actually what it sounds like from the outside, because you'd obviously want to hear what it sounds like from the outside. Because from inside the cabin, obviously sound's going to be a lot more quieter. This one has obviously had the center section deleted, which means it's more louder than the standard. So let's go have a look. So let's talk about things that we like about this car. Okay, the first thing has to be this V8 sounds phenomenal. In terms of engine sound, outside sound, this car is up there, especially for its age, in comparison to, let's say, its competitors, the C63 and the BMW M3 E92. The RS4 is just ticking all the boxes for me, man. It just sounds ridiculous, yeah. And the best thing about this V8 engine is all you have to do is a few tweaks to the exhaust and it sounds ridiculous. I had a friend who actually decatted the entire system and it sounded like a fighter jet. Honestly, it sounded like a Boeing 397 flying down the road. I was just absolutely shocked, yeah. So sound has to be the first thing. Second thing has to be looks. This thing sits like a square box, wide, low. It just looks phenomenal. I'm going to use the word phenomenal because it's the best suited word for this car. The way it sits, it gives it a stance, so when you're on the motorway, when you're parked up, it just looks ridiculous. It looks absolutely ridiculous, which means you have to do minimum work. Personally, I'd put spacers on it straight away, lower it on springs, because this has been lowered. I think it's the DRC system for the entire sort of suspension setup has been adjusted, which you get on these Audi RS4. So the owner's paid £6,000 to actually get the entire thing changed. That's what he said to me specifically. Now that's why this thing is sitting a lot lower than you'd think, and it gives it a much improved handling position, especially if you're considering taking one of these on track, which you would do because it's a track orientated car. It's got the best 4-wheel drive system in my opinion, because it's the Rally Quattro system, and the way this car sticks to the road is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. The third thing about this car is the interior. These bucket seats are crazy. If you buy this car, you will not feel out of date, you won't feel out of place. The seats just absolutely kill it. I mean, come on, look at them seats, yeah. And the retail price on these seats is $2.5 grand, so you could take these bucket seats out and sell them if you want to make some money and put some standard bucket seats at the front. Then the fourth thing I'd say is the fact that it's not as thirsty as you think it is. been driving about, I've done approximately 50 to 60 miles in it, because obviously I'm just using it for video purpose. It's taken not as much fuel as the C63. The C63 is a drinking hole. This thing, when you thrash it, it still gives away a decent miles per gallon. Again, it's miles per gallon, it's not miles per gallon, but I've got to tell you that information. And then the fifth thing is the fact that this vehicle, this particular vehicle, the Audi RS4 B7, is holding its value, and it continues to hold its value. If you buy a vehicle like this and you've got decent mileage on it and you keep hold of it and you keep it mint, you will not lose any money on it. The value of the vehicles are going up. This particular model is a 2007. It's got 90,000 on the clock. It's got full service history, everything, all the work's done. It's holding a value of 16,000 if it was to sell on Auto Trade. Obviously a trade price, you'd be probably looking at about £12,500 to £13,000, which again is a very, very good price considering the age of the vehicle. So I'd be more than happy with that amount. However, you wouldn't buy one of these to sell it, you'd buy it to keep it, to drive it, because it is absolutely ridiculous. Literally, it's easily one of the best handling cars I've driven, especially with a manual gearbox, because the way it handles is absolutely phenomenal. Said it again 3 times, hat trick, mate. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching the video, guys. This is just a quick overview on the Audi RS4, the B7. So it's just a video for maybe you B7 fanboys, you Audi fanboys that probably want to get one of these or thought about getting one. Just give you guys an idea of what it sounds like with a bit of an exhaust tweak, a bit more of an idea of what the interior should look like when you're buying your Audi RS4. And yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because obviously I'm going to be working on my project car, which is the E46 M3, and I'm going to be doing a lot of work on it, and it's going to be building up on the playlist. And as we said, we're going to be visiting the plate doctor. We're going to go see how he makes these gel resin plates, because the next video coming up on top of this is the private plate video. It's either going to come before this or after this. However, just make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I love y'all. Peace out. So guys, let's talk running costs. If you were basically to buy one of these, or to look to buy one of these, it's the V8 engine, 4.2 litres. Running cost wise, it's not that bad, because you've got the Audi reliability. However, if you buy one that is knackered, like most things, it's going to cost you a lot of money to replace all the parts. However, if you do pick one up and it's in a good condition, you look after it, you change all the coil packs, you get all the maintenance, servicing, etc. done, change your pads and discs, etc. when required, then this car will run for donkey's years. I've been told by a good friend of mine who owns FS Performance, it comes out of my mouth, FS Performance, that these vehicles are amazing to run. However, if you do sort of get bad luck on one of them, it's going to cost you a lot of money, because these guys buy and sell them consistently. Speaking of which, if you want to buy an RS4, make sure you follow my boys FS Performance. They're based in Luton, and they are the guys, because these guys specialize in these, and they've got loads of tuned versions. And I'm going to be going down to their garage and showing you guys the cars that they've got and what they've got in stock. So that's sort of just to finish off on this vehicle. In terms of overall out of 10 rating, I'm going to give it an 8.5, because it's ticked almost all of my boxes. I wouldn't be scared to maintain it, I wouldn't be scared to put fuel in it. I'd drive it, enjoy it, take it on the track, love every second of it. So the RS4 gets a huge thumbs up from me and an 8.5 out of 10 rating. So guys, if you want to buy one, get your money where your mouth is and go get one.
Lick it, man, come on.